Hey everybody, video number 2 here from today. This one's going to be talking about a couple movies that we saw today. Did a double feature and give my opinions on those. Baker has decided to lay down and join us for this one. We'll see how long he hangs out. Saw a couple videos, a couple movies today. First one we went to was Krishna, Jimmy, her brother, and their mom, and I all went out to go see the new Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, I had seen this one before, so this is my second time watching it. It was really good, and I highly recommend going to see it. I would say, personally, I think this is the best Spider-Man film that they've done thus far, and, Baker has decided that it's also going to be bath time. So there we go, a little extra entertainment today. But yeah, so Spider-Man was a great movie. Tom Holland, I think, is the best Spider-Man that they've had so far. He really fits with what my idea of Spider-Man is from reading the comic books since I was a little kid. It's got the fun that Spider-Man is always supposed to have. He's got the little witty banter that he does through there. They've gone with the classic idea of, he's still in high school, so he's still finding his way. He's dealing with some of the pitfalls of being a kid and still trying to be a superhero. And a lot of this movie, he's dealing with wanting to be a full-fledged Avenger. It's one of his goals through the film, is trying to prove himself that, hey, I am a real hero. I'm not just some little hero who rescues cats out of trees. He wants to do the big stuff. And he gets his chance to go up against a big villain, who in this one is the Vulture. And it's a different kind of a choice for a film, because he's one of the lesser-known villains that Spider-Man has. But Michael Keaton plays him beautifully. You definitely can see hints of Birdman, which Keaton did a few years back. And I don't know, I guess it prepared him for this role, because he was excellent as the Vulture. It did a great job of telling a good story. It was fun. Tony Stark is in this one, but he is in it very little, as is Aunt May. They're just there for the support that they should be. It didn't become the Iron Man show or anything crazy like that. So I think they did a great job casting everybody. I know that there was some questions about Zendaya and if she should be in this movie, and people were kind of in an uproar and whatnot. I think she did a great job. Her character is great. It's very fun. But yeah, it is a great character movie. Again, I think it's the best Spider-Man that they've done so far, and I can't wait to see what they do with the next one. It was excellent. Highly recommend seeing this one. And so then after that, Krishna had to go to work, and her mom had to go home to check on Dad and see how he was doing. And so Jimmy and I decided we were going to make it a double feature, and we went and saw Valerian. And Valerian is the new sci-fi film, and I'm terrible with names, but it's from the same gentleman who did the Fifth Element, which was a wonderfully fun, exciting, beautifully crafted film. And this one, yeah, I was very excited to see it because all the previews looked good, and I loved Fifth Element, and it did not live up to anywhere close to expectations that I had held for this one. It started out pretty good, the intro anyways, because it shows the advancement from our current time in space into the future, and it shows how we started to get introduced to different races, different species, and it, how everybody got unified into this big space station where all these cultures blended and lived in peace and harmony, and it was a really good start to the film. So that first 5 minutes was great. From there, it kind of went downhill for me. Visually, the whole film is beautiful. You can tell it's the same gentleman who did the Fifth Element, but it lacked all of the joy that the Fifth Element had. You're following Valerian and his partner through Lorelei through their adventures in trying to find this item and deliver it to where they need to get it, and the mystery behind it. I don't want to spoil the mystery or anything for those that still want to go see this. But I felt that the dude that they cast as Valerian was very flat. I didn't really get much emotion one way or the other for him. His partner was a little bit better. She seemed a little bit more well-rounded, a little bit more of a character. But all through the movie, it just felt like they had a guidebook on how to do a sci-fi adventure, and they followed it from start to finish. It was a highly predictable movie. You knew what was going on right from the start. You knew who the villain was. They didn't hide that very well. At one point, it felt like they were trying to hide something, and you knew anyways what was going on. One of the big things about this is that it takes place in this station that has all these different creatures, different aliens, and all sorts of different habitats and stuff. And they make a point towards the beginning of showing that these things exist here, but they kind of don't do much with it. With all the aliens and different races and species and everything, you'd think they'd show a lot more of them, and they do have some in here and there, but it was still mostly just humans. And I mean, if you're going to make a point of having all these worlds together, I'd like to see some more of the worlds. Maybe that's just me, but there you go. And the character development didn't really work for me. There were periods that were supposed to be tense and edge of your seat excitement, and and I just went, okay, let's keep moving. They didn't build the tension very well for me, anyways. And so I was really pretty disappointed. By the end of the movie, I didn't care if the heroes won, lost, or went and found a different movie to go be in and hopefully find something more exciting. So I would definitely not spend the money on it. If you want to see something beautiful and you don't care about the story so much, go for it. Because, like I said, the special effects were amazing. All the aliens looked cool. The main race that they are dealing with throughout, they look stunning. I mean, it's really cool. I just wish that the story and the characters had lived up to the same level. But yeah, so those are my movie reviews of Spider-Man and Valerian. And so Spider-Man, a must-see, and Valerian, a probably dodge it, unless you're going to go see it at a super cheap film. Yeah, so those are the movies we saw today, and even though Valerian wasn't that great, I still had a great day out watching a couple movies with family. So that was fun. Yeah, so that's it for my movie reviews. I'll do some more as I get other movies that I watch and feel like sharing the joy or sadness on. So that is it for this video, and have a good one.